It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the 49ers and the Bears. And it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 23.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup 110 between the San Francisco 49ers and the Chicago Bears. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that could have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
Kicker Robbie Gould set to get us started, and off we go from Soldier Field. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The Chicago's offense running out, and something they hope to see for years and years to come. Second-year pro Justin Fields leading the way.
Justin Fields endured some literal growing pains his rookie season, taking hits and being forced to run for it behind a porous offensive line. But he also had moments where he showed his upside as a franchise quarterback. He did win 2 of his first 3 starts and had a 100-yard rushing game against San Francisco in Week 8. Several offseason changes in Chicago should help get Fields some help in year 2.
Fields throw complete here to Komet. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Fields. And again back to Komet. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Now Fields. Man open. That's Byron Pringle complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
First down for Byron Pringle, and he's a smart gamble by the Chicago Bears. They saw a guy put up 568 yards last year, and he was buried in Kansas City's depth chart. They do believe his ceiling is much higher as a full-time starter, so they brought him in a 1-year deal to see if he's a long-term answer for their team.
On first down, Fields. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 5 yards remain on second down. To the air again, Fields. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. We know turnover margin always key, going to be really key in this one. And to force an opening drive turnover, that's huge.
It is, and you know something? There's one coach on every team that weighs in at the worst possible time, right? And this is bad. He just fumbled the football. Can't you just hear him right now? Son, you messed it up for everyone on that one. Messed up our offense, and now you put our defense in a bad spot.
Okay, ready?
Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. On second down, here's Mitchell. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
It's the game of 3.
Here we go.
First down, here's Mitchell. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Lance. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Here's 2nd and a yard. They run over center with Mitchell. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 42 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Mitchell. And give him 2 yards officially, and now will be 3rd and goal. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Kyle Juszczyk punching it in from a yard away. And the Niners post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. And his throw here's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Fourth down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Back deep, Ray McLeod. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Elijah Mitchell ready to get back to work with the rest of the 49er offense. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. On the draw, here's Mitchell. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 64 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
And the 49ers first down.
On the ready.
Lance now on first down. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Hey, we gonna do what we do.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise, as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. The kick by Gold is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no wind. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, a look at the next-gen stats for the Niners in that first half. And the ground game has been a big part of why they have this big lead. And you have to figure they'll lean on it a little bit more in the third and fourth quarters. Meanwhile, for the Bears, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break. These two teams currently going over their final halftime adjustments. We are just about set to get back to it in the second half. And for the call, let's go back to Soldier Field and Brandon God.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 22. On play action, Lance flush to his right. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And shutting him off, now open field. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He could see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, 21.6 miles per hour. Meanwhile, Lance's throw taken in by Samuel. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Trying the right side with Mitchell. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Fourth down field goal try coming, so Lance is off, and on comes Robbie Gould. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
A short kick taken at the 18. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Now it's Fields. Caught here by Griffin. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Fields. And that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, 1st down. Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away.
Yeah, and this defense has had its share of problems getting guys to the ground, and here's another example. They never should have allowed this play to gain as many yards as it did, but poor tackling early in the play led to big yardage after the fact.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the handoff, Mitchell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's got some space here. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Another run with Mitchell. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. A give here to Mitchell. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Let's go, man. Okay, right? Ready?
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Elijah Mitchell, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Come on, set.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25-yard line. On 1st down, it's Fields. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20. A huge play there for Chicago. 55 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dropping this. Now the ball comes loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out.
Ready up. Set.
Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice.
Ready.
On second down, it's Mitchell. 174 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
First down, 49ers.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
No, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.